Working Women Organization was formed in 1988 when there was a military dictator, Ziaul Haq was there. And the basic purpose to form this organization is to mobilize women workers, because at that time there was no organization who protect the rights of women workers. So the main task is to aware women workers about their basic legal rights in law and how to get these rights, and to build a leadership capacity among women workers to be a leader of trade union and their union federation. Because as you know that we have a patriarchal and feudal system in Pakistan, and trade unions are also not recognizing that women rights are human rights. So the main task is to society free from all kinds of discrimination against women. So we are organizing awareness raising programs on different themes, which is which is related to labor laws, ILO conventions, and convention for the elimination of discrimination against women, and the family laws also, and discussing about why the women, why it is important to organize women workers, especially workers working in as a home-based or as in the factories, as well as carpet weaving and in different industry. So and we are also organizing a program with male trade unionists and with male members of trade unions, collectively with female members and women workers, gender sensitization programs to sensitize about why there is a gender discrimination in our society and how to overcome that problems. For that, the thing is that we are we have a membership based organization, and we have 4,010 members in 7 districts of Punjab, and we women activists are very much active to make a peace, to build a peace in our society, because women are the most victim of the violence at their home and at their workplace, as well as in the society. So we are trying very hard to make a society free from all kind of discrimination, and we are very much closely working with other organizations and trade unions, especially All Pakistan Trade Union Federation. And when this organization, Working Women Organization, was formed in 1988, it was formed by the women workers. At that time they lost their job because during the dictatorship period, because of the human right, they raised the voice against the human right violation and support the women voice, and against the Shariat laws, so-called Shariat laws formulated by a dictator Ziaul Haq. So the significance of that organization is running by a women activist, a women workers, and formed by the women workers. And I am one founder of Working Women Organization, and I was spent 10 years in a multinational, American multinational company, pharmaceutical company, work as a labor, and gradually I was a rank and file member, and then gradually I become a shop steward and vice president of that union, and now I am a chairperson of All Pakistan Trade Union Federation, as well as the secretary of Pakistan Workers Confederation, consisting of 5 big national federation. There is a great struggle going on inside Pakistan against the industrial relation ordinance passed by the former President General Musharraf, which ordinance snubbed the all trade union rights of workers. According to that ordinance, the Labor Department and Labor representative are not allowed to visit the factory and to see the situation of whether there is a violation of labor laws in any factory or not. And now this government, they promise that they want to, they ban this ordinance, but they introduce a new act, which is Industrial Relation Act, which is almost the same. And we are fighting, the Pakistani working class is fighting against the high inflation rate, as well as to increase the minimum wage, which this government announced that is rupees 6,000, which is very minimal, but it is not implemented in every industry. And we are also struggling to safeguard the rights which the working class got since several years. Now they are reducing their rights. So we are running a campaign on Industrial Relation Act, minimum wage, as well as to build a peace in Pakistan and in our region, as well as in the whole world. Mostly the working class in Pakistan and the general people in Pakistan, they are against the U.S. troops in Pakistan. It's really threatened our national sovereignty, and the war which which is going on in Pakistan is not our war. It's imposed. When the U.S. led army attacked on Afghanistan, then the war, after the Afghanistan war, the war is spread in Pakistan. So we are facing a great crisis in Pakistan. Every day there was a suicide attacks in no one life is safe in Pakistan, and there is a great fear and great unrest among the masses. Nobody knows when he was died because of the suicide attack. Actually, the people who are living in Wana, Waziristan, and some province like Balochistan and in other area, they denied their basic rights, and the U.S. drones attack, which Obama government announced that they are going to increase the drones attack, is creating a lot of unrest and a lot of hatred against the U.S. policies among the people of Pakistan. When the drones attack is held, then on the next day the suicide attacks increase. So I think it is a wrong policy of U.S. government to attack on Afghanistan and to send more troops in Afghanistan, which create a lot of problems, a lot of bad law and order situation, not only for Afghani people, not only for Pakistan's people, the people who make these policies even create a problem for U.S. government also, because now they are these terrorists which created by, sorry to say, some past U.S. people with the help of some local intelligence agencies. They are spreading all over the world, as well as spreading in Pakistan and in Afghanistan. Let them decide to Afghani people what they want and start negotiations with the liberal progressive political group, with women groups. They still have their strong groups there. And the problem is, if the US government want to make any political group like in Iraq, they won't be success. They didn't get the success because in one province there is another, Talibans are there, in another province there is another ideological people are sitting there. So it is really very difficult for them. So it is our ideology, my federation and my organization is thinking that the war is not a solution to resolve the problems of Afghanistan and to make Afghanistan more progressive and more enlightened and moderate Afghanistan. I think it is not a solution. The solution is to start negotiation, to start dialogue with the people of progressive forces, progressive element, progressive women, to move forward to build a democratic Afghanistan. And if there is a peace in Afghanistan, then automatically there is a peace in Pakistan also. So we think that the whole subcontinent, South Asia subcontinent, is facing enormous kind of threats and attacks by some forces with the help of some international agencies. So I think it is not a right way to being a peace activist. We believe on and only the mass movement of people can stop this kind of attacks and this kind of policies which unfortunately Afghani government and Pakistani government are following and adopting. The problem is that the working class of Pakistan they need their own political party, because in Pakistan, after getting a long period of martial law, 33 years dictatorship, all the political institutions are not working properly. So we think, and the workers, there is no workers' voice which the politician and the ruling government is raised. There is no voice of workers' voice in the parliament. So I think that it is a responsibility of the trade unions also to think about that for the formation of a genuine workers' party. We have left parties there, but the small groups are there and they are working only on papers, not practically. They have no say in the masses. So I think it is a necessity of the time for working class of Pakistan to build a workers' movement and to build a workers' party, and then through gradually to raise their voice in the parliament and to run a national election, which is really very difficult right now. But maybe in coming years, through properly move forward, they will get some achievement. And the second thing is the situation of women workers, because they are facing enormous kind of harassment at workplace, and there is a big severe gender discrimination at workplace on every sphere of life. And the feudalistic system and the patriarchal system is pushing women on the back. Since 1982 to 2009, our organization is struggling with the help of our like-minded organizations and with the help of male counterparts to abolish discriminatory laws against women, which so-called Shariat laws, which really damage the poor peoples. And thousands of peoples are in jail because of the laws formulated by the dictator Hudud, which is anti-people and anti-women and anti-poor men. So I think it is a time to work, to struggle jointly to abolish this kind of discriminatory laws in Pakistan. And as I said that there is a campaign which is going on peace. The youth, Progressive Youth Organization, which is a part of All Pakistan Trade Union Federation and Working Women Organization, we are collectively holding a protest and writing letters and giving awareness to international labor movement, what is going on in Pakistan, and running a campaign for building a peace, because we think that if there is a peace, then our industry would flourish, and if there is a peace, then people can get the job. If there is a peace, then people can get their rights. So the peace is a big issue for the Pakistani people and for the Pakistani working class, including the Pakistani women workers also.